Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we sadly start out with this. Motley Crue, you guys, have had to postpone their upcoming Vegas residency due to Vince Neil having to undergo an undisclosed medical procedure. The 64-year-old said in a statement to all the crew heads who are looking forward to seeing us this spring, "I'm truly sorry. My health is top priority, so I can bring you the awesome shows that you deserve, and I can't wait to return to the stage. Thank you for all your well wishes." And so Nikki Sixx, Tommy Lee, and John 5 added, "Please join us in wishing Vince a speedy recovery. We are looking forward to getting him well again and to take over Vegas together in September." 3 Days Grace have posted a video from Sunday night when our St. Louis Blues mascot Louie came out to join them on stage
Very
for
cool.
Riot. Love it. So you can check that out. Chappell Roan is going to finally release her new single, The Giver, next Thursday. Riz, I know you're excited.
Now, you say that sarcastically.
I know you love Pink Pony
But
Club.
I like Pink Pony Club.
Maybe you'll love The Giver.
Is this Chappell Roan going country? This is her country song?
Is that what it is? I don't know. It hasn't been released yet.
I think this is her country song.
Well, it better be good.
Country music's so hot right now.
It is so hot.
Everybody's doing country music.
Everybody's gone country.
Well, contrary to what Fyre Festival founder Billy McFarland says, there is no Fyre Festival 2, according to the Mexican officials.
Okay, have you read the story? Like, have you looked
I read
into
the
the story?
highlights.
This is wild.
So tickets are on sale now for the festival's return, which range up into the millions for a ticket, with McFarland saying it would take place on an island May 20th through June 2nd.
Okay, it's Isle Mujeres, which you've been to. I've been to. I was there last year. It's off Cancun.
Okay.
Well, you got to take a ferry out there. It's great. I mean, it's a very nice
Sure it is.
place. This is where we rented golf carts and went around the whole island.
Well, the tourism director said in a statement, "We have no knowledge of this event, nor contact with any person or company about it. For us, this is an event that does not exist."
What an idiot. He has such an opportunity. Like, your name is out there. You could actually just have somebody actually run your festival for you. Name it this thing because it's got such publicity all
Lean
over
into it.
Let's lean into it and make it a good festival. You have the opportunity, you buffoon.
You have a platform that people would pay. Now, sure, you did some jail time and stuff like that, and you bilked a whole bunch of people out of money. But you have a platform where millions, to put a value on it.
Yeah.
Millions.
$1,400 to $1 million is the range of which tickets
So
will cost.
the Mexican Tourism Board has no idea about this.
Yeah, they're saying this is not happening.
The governor and tourist people over at Isle Mujeres have no idea, and they were even like, "Hey, if you're going to do a festival like this, you had to have probably pulled permits already."
Well, the good news is McFarland's team now say that they're reaching out to the Isla Mujeres officials about the festival. So maybe this is just what they needed. They need a little push from all of us talking about it, and maybe
What?
it'll happen.
Yikes.
So no bands have been announced.
No.
They don't have a venue.
Tiny island.
Tiny island.
Infrastructure, not great to have an unplanned festival in 2 months. This is in May.
Yeah.
He's wanting to do this. This isn't like next year. This is May 2025. He's announced into selling tickets.
Procrastination.
What a dummy.
Rest in peace to the fiancée of Faster Pussycat singer Taime Downe, who fell overboard to her death during an 80s-themed Caribbean cruise. She and Taime had just been having an argument. Her name is Kimberly Birch, and it's not clear if she fell or jumped, but her mother says that, her daughter would not have committed suicide. She possibly just fell. So as of today, they have not recovered a body. It's pretty awful.
So she fell off. So they got into an
The
argument.
80s cruise, yeah.
And this is the 80s cruise on that line that does all the...
Yeah, like
The
Tiffany,
Norwegian
Minute
Pearl.
Worker there, Squeeze, bunch of 80s hair metal.
This is probably the boat we were on.
Yeah.
We talked about this, man. When I was out to sea, I was standing on the balcony, and we talked about the call of the void, where I was just standing there by myself at night, and I was like, man, I could go.
They've done.
One step, and I'm gone forever. No one will
Forever.
ever
Nobody
know.
will find you? Do they have, like, an alarm? Like, is there, like, so if you fall overboard on one of these...
They
Someone
released
knows.
they have speedboats that are, from what I read. So yesterday, because this news broke yesterday around like noon, and they released the speedboats with emergency. There was another cruise line that was trying to also look for this woman yesterday.
No, I'm
But
saying...
they do have an alarm. It goes, whee!
No, seriously, do they have, like, if you fall overboard, is there, like, a sensor that could... I don't know. If we
Oh,
have-
like a sensor that shows somebody going over?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
No way.
They have cameras everywhere, but if it's at night and you're on a certain part of the boat, or
Yeah.
even if you're on your balcony, I mean, you could probably go and not be seen, or
You don't even
anybody know it for a
If
while.
you're coming from a cabin, like a balcony cabin,
Yeah,
unless someone saw you as you went past their window, no one would ever know.
especially in the middle of the night.
There was a guy fishing. Remember when the guy got in trouble for fishing off
He
his
got
balcony?
banned for life.
And he got away with it for a while. He reeled an entire fish up out of the ocean, like 13 stories, and didn't get caught until they put the video online. You could also, like, we would go up at night on, like, the bow of the boat, and there'd be nobody back there. And you could go off the back, and they would, there's no way they would have an alarm unless somebody saw you.
That sucks.
Sucks.
What a way to go.
Well, and also I feel bad because if they're having an argument and this guy, I mean,
Doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all.
No, it doesn't.
In TV news, Jon Stewart has officially invited Elon Musk to appear on The Daily Show. Stewart's been critical of Musk's involvement in Doge cuts by the current administration. And last week, Musk posted on X that he would do the interview if Jon Stewart made sure that it was unedited when it aired. Here is Jon Stewart on The Daily Show inviting Elon.
Let me get to that. Here is Jon Stewart.
After the show, Governor Musk tweeted that he would like to come on here and talk to me as long as the show airs unedited. But after thinking about his offer, I thought, you know, hey, that's actually how the in-studio interviews normally air. He's unedited, so sure. We'd be delighted.
We'll see.
So he says it can be 15 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever. He says, honestly, I don't think my network makes any other programming, so we can do whatever the F we want. So we'll see if that happens. Tracy Morgan will star in an NBC series produced by his 30 Rock co-star Tina Fey and is set to star in a show in which he plays a disgraced former football player on a mission to rehabilitate his image. He's also going to be on a show called Crutch, which is a spinoff on CBS's The Neighborhood, which will run on Paramount Plus. So should this NBC pilot that Tina Fey is producing go to series, his deal will allow him to be a star on both of these shows.
And what's the premise?
So for this one that Tina Fey is writing, he is a disgraced former football player on a mission to rehabilitate his image.
He was on that show, was it the OG? Mm-hmm. That was a good show. And
It was a good show.
Did it really have an ending?
I don't know. It was one of those when TBS tried to get into sitcom, and I feel like they just kind of abruptly canceled stuff a lot.
That's what I thought happened. It was a good show. Did you ever see it?
No.
The OG? Very, very funny.
Nice.
It was like a dude gets out of prison. He's got a son, or was it a daughter? He's got a kid,
Yeah. Jordan Peele was the creator.
and he's
Like, it
got
had
to
some real.
assimilate back into
Society.
It was very funny.
Rest in peace to George Lowe, who was the man who voiced Space Ghost. He died at the age of 67. You remember his voice. Here he is introducing a segment with David Byrne.
Okay.
Greetings, I'm Space Ghost. Joining me tonight, chart toppers David Byrne and Donny Osmond.
I can imagine, Scott, you were into Space Ghost.
Oh, big time.
I loved him, too.
Big time. Brack was my favorite. I love his music. But yeah, Space Ghost was just incredible in the
never
Weird
looked
Al
into
interviews. I love him.
George Lowe's voice was so crisp.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about it. He had such a clear voice.
And I'm still
so
waiting for
weird.
them. I don't know why they haven't made the comedic version of superhero films where they use Space Ghost and that whole Hanna-Barbera world and do
It'd
a
be
ridiculous
great.
thing on it.
Did you watch Space Ghost?
Yeah.
I never got into it.
Interesting.
Me neither.
Harvey Birdman. Did you ever watch that with Colbert?
I know
Cartoon
of these.
lawyer.
I know of these shows. I just never. There's a Cartoon Network things, right?
Harvey
Yeah.
Birdman was hilarious, dude. It's Stephen Colbert as a lawyer for cartoons. So they'd get sued in court. And they'd pull, like, Hanna-Barbera. They pull people out of every universe. It was very, very funny.
Yeah,
very well
sorry
written.
guys. I was doing cool stuff like drinking.
That's okay.
Top chicks.
I was drinking too.
Crying
I
at
was
your brother's
watching
wedding.
Space. Moving into movie news, the film Purple Rain starring Prince is being re-released around AMC theaters, including our St. Louis AMC theaters. So if you love that movie, it's happening this
Never
week.
saw it.
Really?
Purple Rain?
Go see it.
I've never seen
Go
it
see
either.
it this week.
Nah.
Okay. Wear a fluffy shirt.
Nah.
Oh, what about this? Alamo Drafthouse celebrating David Lynch right now. They're showing Blue Velvet and Eraserhead. Lost Highway is coming up later this month, so if you want to get in on some of that.
Nah.
Okay. Hates the movies.
No, I love the movies, just not those movies.
What about this? David Arquette is reprising his role as Deputy Dewey Riley in Scream 7.
Nah.
No? Well, plot details about his return, who apparently died in the 5th film, are in the hands of the Ghostface Killer. And so, according to Deadline, his character is returning in a very surprising way. And Arquette is joining his cast that include Matthew Lillard, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, among many other people that are newly cast. And so, Scream 3 alum Scott Foley also recently joined the cast, and this 7th installment of the classic franchise is going to be released in February of next year.
All right, so what's coming out this weekend? Anybody know? Because
We're in like a lull.
Beekeeper 2.
that Mickey 17,
That's out now.
that's out. Is that? I'm looking to do something with my wife's away with my daughter this weekend coming up, and I'm like, all right, dude, no ditching me. Friday night, we're hanging out. He goes, you want to go see a movie? I go, what do you want to see? He goes, I don't know what's out. Is there anything that would be?
Go see that Mickey 17
Is it
movie.
this weekend or the following weekend that does that?
Queen of the Ring, F. Mary Kill, and Mobile Suit Gundam Char's Counterattack.
The Novocaine one's next weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not this weekend.
Dang.
It's not. There's nothing. There's
Kind of a
nothing.
slow
I know.
week.
It sucks.
It's nothing that gets me.
Why don't you rent a movie and order pizza?
Or just
What are we gonna
watch
rent?
Whiplash
What are you
for the
gonna
fourth
rent?
time.
What are we gonna rent?
There's so much. Give him a
Lenora.
classic. Has he watched Pulp Fiction before?
The Brutalist.
Show him a
Has he
Quentin
seen-
Tarantino. Do a Tarantino-thon, man.
You know what you should do is a Hackman marathon.
Yeah, start
What
with a French
Hackman movie?
Connection.
Yeah, the hackathon.
No, you know what he would like? Enemy of the State. Because it's just close enough where
He's
he'd be
not
like,
gonna
Quick
whoa.
and the Dead.
And then tell him at the end of the movie, this man is dead.
You gonna
Unforgiven.
what do you mean he's not going to like that? That's a great movie.
You think he's gonna like Enemy of the State?
Uncommon Valor, which you haven't seen.
Enemy of the
It's
State
kind
should
of a
be homework
travesty.
for everyone in this country to watch.
He's 15.
They have them all up on Apple, too. 'cause
He's
Gene
an
died.
American, is he not?
Saw last night. They
He's
had
a
like
f-
Mississippi Burning, Uncommon Valor, Enemy of the State. They had they got like a little Gene Hackman section.
The Birdcage.
It's
Yeah.
all there.
Superman.
Ah, Superman. Yes.
What about Batman? Because the filming of Batman Part 2 has been delayed. The movie was supposed to be released this year, but now it's been pushed back to 2027. The star of the movie, Robert Pattinson, hopes to start filming before he ages anymore. He's 38 years old now, and he says, I effing hope so. I started out as a young Batman, and I'm going to have to be an effing old Batman by the sequel, end quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really love. We talked about it yesterday.
He could be done.
Is anybody pining? Is anybody pining for this new?
Nah.
Nobody likes emo Batman.
I think we need to take a big, deep breath. And just let Batman sit for a minute.
Let all of it sit. I mean, aren't we kind of over what's happening in the DC and Marvel universe? Like, it's been too much.
It's just a mess, too, because, like, they made the Penguin series on Max, which was pretty good, but it's Colin Farrell's Penguin from the original. And then they said Pattinson's not the Batman in the DC universe. So I'm like, what are we doing? Why are you making these series of these characters if you're not trying to build them for something later? It just seems like it's all over the place, like money grab. I agree. Let it sit for a while.
Well, what about this? What's your hard opinion on Ben Affleck leaning in on his ex-wife Jennifer Gardner since his split from J-Lo? And it sounds like he wants to do more than just lean, you guys. A so-called
wants to-
source. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So they have kids together. And in my opinion, Jennifer
they've seen
Gardner.
each other naked already.
Yes. Not as late as of late, but yes. And so I guess somebody says that it's just not realistic at this time in their lives. Jennifer Garner's been dating this guy, for a while.
Matt Damon.
Him and Matt Damon should just get together and just be. Everybody knows.
That would be
dude,
the
he
power
loves
couple.
getting back with his
Everybody
exes. It's
I
like his
know.
favorite thing to do.
Like, go out there and branch out a little bit, you buffoon.
I think.
I only date Jennifer's.
I
Yeah,
think,
he only does.
I think Matt Damon and Ben Affleck should get together and be America's gay couple.
I would love it.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Let's
Let's
get
give
those
these people
two
what they
lovebirds
want.
together.
Well, I want him to leave Jennifer Garner the hell alone because she just seems very okay and happy and normal, and I don't want him to come in with all of his drama and with his faces and stuff and his car door slamming. She deserves better.
He's gambling and,
And
drinking.
leave her
smoking
alone.
Cigarettes. Yeah.
So I don't support it. And finally, I saw this, and it is Women's History Month, and so
How could you
have forgotten the best states for women? When you guys think of what are the best states, for median earnings for female workers,
State
and
of undressed.
women-owned businesses, and unemployment rates for women, and reproductive policies, and women's health.
She asked.
So what are the 5 best states and what are the 5 worst states for women? Think about it.
How?
Think.
New York.
Give me some states.
New York.
Throw a state out
Mississippi.
there.
New York is number 4, is one of the best states for women.
Best states for women. Okay.
Mississippi is the worst state
Probably
for
the
women.
Missouri.
worst. Yeah.
Missouri not on the list for best or worst.
California.
No.
Oregon.
I will say best. Let's go Vermont.
Yeah, that's safe.
Somewhere where the leaves change.
Nope.
Somewhere where
Washington.
the pits
Delaware.
are hairy.
No.
So
no.
Hairy Pitt State.
Harry Pitt State. Go.
New Hampshire.
Oregon.
No. Oregon.
Washington.
Montana.
Washington, D.C., I'll give you that, is number 3 for the best
Washington
states.
State.
No, that's not on the list.
Show
Maryland.
me New Jersey.
No, Maryland is number 5 as the best state for
How about Michigan?
women. Michigan, no, not
Show
on either
me
list.
West Virginia.
Get out of here.
Get out of
You
here.
Crazy.
What?
No.
How dare you?
How dare you?
What about some Southwest states where like Wiccans would go to get energy? Let's say New Mexico.
Talk about it. No.
I'm going to say
Give me
Illinois.
a South Dakota.
I'm going to say Illinois.
No.
Colorado.
We have
Alaska.
We have one more, correct?
We have, you're missing the top
United
best
States.
state for women, top 2, and then you're missing the 4 worst states
Give
for women.
me
Minnesota.
Alaska.
Minnesota is number 2 best state for women.
Thank you.
Alaska, no.
How about Arkansas?
Let's go back to Alabama.
Alabama, no.
Give me Louisiana.
Louisiana is one of the worst states for
Okay.
women.
Oh,
Tennessee.
give me Kansas.
Kansas, no.
Show me Iowa.
Idaho.
No Idaho.
Did we say
Show me
Colorado yet?
Yeah, Colorado's not on the list.
Ohio.
Ohio, not on either list
Show
for
me
best or worst.
Florida.
Montana.
Wait. So we hit Louisiana.
Florida needs to be on one or the other.
We
It's
hit
got to be worse
It's
or
not.
best.
Have we said
Louisiana.
Hawaii?
Out of this.
Mississippi, but not Alabama. I'm assuming Georgia's okay.
Georgia's all right.
Somebody I had to have said California, right?
Texas.
California was on.
California and Texas off these lists.
Okay.
New Mexico.
Running out of states here.
No New
said that.
Mexico.
Show me
Texas.
Utah.
Kansas.
Well, there's more men there than women.
You know damn well
Oh.
Utah's not on this list.
Nebraska.
You know damn well Utah ain't on this list, Riz.
Nevada.
Wyoming.
No. I love
Indiana.
this.
My God.
I know. You guys are missing the best state for women and 3.
Rhode Island.
Michigan.
Maine.
Ohio.
We've
Maine.
already said Ohio.
Said Ohio.
No one listens on this show.
Maine. Did somebody say Maine?
I just said it.
Yeah, we
Maine,
said
okay.
No,
every
Maine.
state. Have we
Is
not
it-
said
The
every
best state for women.
Tennessee.
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
You shouting
Connecticut.
best state for women?
Kentucky.
Not help.
Connecticut.
Don't know.
Massachusetts.
One of the-
Massachusetts
one of
is
the
the best
Carolinas.
state for women.
Shoot,
My
man.
goodness.
Really?
And then finally, the worst states for women, Mississippi is the top worst, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas actually was on the list, but I didn't say
Oh,
it. So
shoot.
there you go.
We said everyone.
So what were the top 5
The
again,
top 5.
please?
Ladies, if you want to leave town,
These are for single ladies,
these
right?
are for single ladies.
Go to Boston where the men are known for treating women really good.
Boston, listen, Maryland, New York, Washington, D.C., Minnesota, and Massachusetts are the 5 best states for our ladies of America.
There you
So
go.
there you go.
Head east, young woman.
And that is your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Madison Beer is 26. Jake Lloyd. You guys know who that is?
Yes, that's a young Anakin Skywalker.
That's right. 2 first names, young Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace. He's 36. Eva Mendes is 51. Kevin Connolly is 51. John Frusciante is 55. Michael Irvin is 59. The Proclaimers, Craig and Charlie Reed, both celebrate a birthday today, coincidentally, at 63. Talia Balsam, that's Mona from Mad Men. Also, Dallas on HBO's Divorce is 66. Penn Jillette is 70. Marsha Warfield, that's Roz, the Hard as Nails bailiff on the original Night Court. Roz is 71. And Eddie Grant, Eddie with a Y, the Electric Avenue superstar, is 77 years old.
You guys know we have a texter now, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
Coleman Camper text line.
It's the Coleman's Campers.
Coleman's.
Yes, Coleman's Campers text line, 314-649-3862 or 314-649-DUMB. Already blocked somebody. Already at the first block. Congratulations.
You did?
Yep.
Let me see who it is. I haven't.
Already the first block.
Do we give them an award?
I think give them Point Fest tickets.
Okay.
But the worst seats, ha! But the worst seats in the
Okay.
house. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Jenna Dahl. And today's birthday girl has been in 47 fun films, including, see if you could pick up the theme here, Addicted to Boob 6, Big Naturals 3 and 6, Full Gallon Jugs 2, Kick-Ass Chicks 54, Ginormous Jugs. She was in a movie called Meet the Twins, Melon Heaven, Nice Rack 15, Top Heavy Tarts 5 and 6, and who could forget a role? In 2012's Learn's favorite, No Skinny Bitches.
Not today, not ever.
Jenna Dahl is 36 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right. Thank you.